Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm just going to give you guys a step-by-step tutorial about how you can achieve this look in less than 15 minutes. Yes, I said 15 minutes. Yes, I actually meant it. It's going to be super easy, super quick, and it's very beginner friendly. And the best part is that everything that I'm using is going to be under $100. I'll give you guys the links to all the products that I'm using. Most of them are going to be from the drugstore, some of them from Ulta, from the Ulta line, and from NYX, which is super affordable. But everything that I'm doing is going to be very quick and very beginner friendly, and it's very easy for you guys to achieve this look, whether you're going out for like a girls night or just for work. I usually do my makeup every morning for work, and I don't have a lot of time, but you don't need a lot of time to look like you have a full face. So here we go. Don't forget when you're done to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys for watching. So I just started. My face right now is just primed and washed, so I use Neutrogena primer. Okay, and that is drugstore. It's a little bit more expensive drugstore product. It runs about $15, but it's really great stuff. I do recommend that if you're gonna spend the money on any product at all, it be your primer, because it is the most important and it does protect your face. So let's get started. Okay, so to start, I'm just outlining my eyebrows first, and I'm using Eylure eyebrow pencil in dark brown. I didn't take a snapshot of it, but it is from Ulta, and the price point is going to be $9.99. So that's the first item in addition to your primer that you're going to need for this 15-minute full face. And then after I'm done outlining my eyebrows, I just go back through and fill them in. You don't want to fill them in too much or get them too dark, because then they don't look very natural. I like to fill them in very lightly so they do maintain that natural overall appearance. Okay, so the next step that I'm doing is just outlining my eyebrows with some concealer. I'm using NYX concealer in the number 7. Whatever concealer you choose, it does need to be 1 to 2 shades lighter than your natural foundation. I use the same concealer underneath my eyebrows that I use underneath my eyes to highlight those as well. And this just helps make them look a little bit more defined and super neat. The brush that I'm using is one of a brush set that I got from Charlotte Russe for about $5.99. Brushes, I'm telling you guys, you can go the cheap route and get them from places like TJ Maxx, Charlotte Russe, or any little like nifty stores like that. I don't recommend going to Ulta or a big beauty supply store, because brushes do tend to be overpriced. If you're a beginner, just start with some basic brushes. It'll really, help you get the experience that you need without having to break your Okay, so now I'm getting into my eyes. I'm just doing a pretty simple 3 different color eye look on my eyes today. I'm not gonna do like a cut crease or anything fancy. The brushes that I'm using are Real Techniques brushes. It's a 5-piece brush set that comes from TJ Maxx for about $4.99. And I started with just a dark brown color, as you saw, like for the upper eyelid, and then I'm going to highlight it now with a lighter color right underneath my eyebrows. It is important that you do use a lighter color underneath your eyebrows, just to make your eyelids look a little bit more open. And then this brush that I'm using is like gonna be your like Fix It brush. It's super good for blending and making sure that your colors do fade together into a very nice gradient. You don't want any like harsh lines or any blunt color changes. So the blending brush is going to be a nice tool to use to just blend your eyeshadow, especially if you're a beginner and don't really know what part of the eye that you're supposed to be, you know, highlighting. Okay, and so now I'm just using a Q-tip to clean up any of the fallout that I may have gotten from my eyeshadow. This is a super neat trick. I know some people use tape, some people use like bobby pins. There's so many different tools that you can use, but I just find this one to be the easiest. I just wet the Q-tip a little bit and then clean up underneath my eyes. And now let's get into the foundation. Master Facestudio setting spray is what I'm using to actually set my foundation. I just spray it on my brush and it just helps the foundation glide and be a lot more smoother, and gives me a lot more coverage while using a little bit of product. And then I mentioned earlier about using the concealer that I use underneath my eyebrows, underneath my eyes as well. And so I'm just taking that concealer and highlighting the spot that I want to be a little bit brighter on my face. So it's just called a highlight. I just typically go underneath my eye in like long lined motions. And then later out, I'm going to blend it. Okay, so this is going to be the contour portion of my highlight and contour. I'm just using a $5.99 contour palette from BH Cosmetics. I'm using the darkest color to contour my face. I'm just going around my hairline and also my jawline. Those are the only 2 spots that I contour. For your face shape, you obviously can do different, a selection of spots, but this is just what works best for me and my face. Hear the cry. Now I'm just getting ready to set my face, and I'm using Master Fix setting powder. It's the same brand of setting spray that I use. I just think they obviously go hand in hand and work very well together. They're by Maybelline, drugstore. You can get them at Ulta or you can get them at Walgreens. But I just take my brush and put the powder over my face. I don't use a lot. I know you can see in some videos where their face is like completely white while they sit, but I just wait about 3 minutes and use just a light amount of setting powder for my daily routine because I don't want to look like a ghost at work. And then I just sweep it away and make sure that everything looks very blended well. Obviously you don't want to see any residue of your highlight on your face because that's not cute. And then for my wing liner, I'm using NYX wing liner. It's a liquid liner, and I just think it's the easiest for me. It does have the wing tip, and I just go and highlight the top of my eyes. I don't use eyeliner on the bottom of my eyes. I just think my eyes are very, small as it is, and I just think putting the liner just on the top of my eyes opens up my eyes a bit. So this part, you just have to be really steady and patient. If you make a mistake, go back in with a Q-tip and fix it. Getting the perfect winged eye can be pretty hard. It may take you a couple tries, which can be frustrating if you have already done a full eye makeup routine. But following my wing liner, I'm just using my Neutrogena Shine Control powder. It's the same brand as my primer. They also go hand in hand. I get these at Walgreens. Usually they're buy one get one half off, and I just put that over my face. Following that, I'm going to be using my professional blush palette. This is also by BH Cosmetics. You can get this at TJ Maxx. I'm using probably one of the brighter colors. I am a darker complected girl, so I do like for my cheeks to be pretty red. Whatever you prefer, you can choose whatever color. It has 10 different colors, so that's what I like the most about it. You do get a variety, and then you can just blend it out if it looks a little too harsh. Then I'm going to be just going in with my Tracy. This is actually part of a brow kit, but I use it as my highlight because I just really like the color. I really like the golden glow that it gives me. I just put it on my nose, above my lip, and on my cheekbones, and then in my forehead. And then this just gives you, that highlighted look for pictures, especially when the light hits. It looks really, really nice, and I just love it. And this is going to be about $3.99 at TJ Maxx as well. Okay, so I'm finishing up with my lip color. This is from NYX. It's the Liquid Suede line. I do recommend buying I think it's 24-piece lip set. It's about $24.99, and it comes with a variety of colors. I love the NYX brand. I'm also using it on my eyelashes. I'm not doing lashes today for the sake of time. But for a simple everyday routine, I don't think you really need lashes personally. But if you are a girl that adds lashes, this would be the time that you would do